Afzal Ashraf. He's a defense and terrorism analyst. He's live to us from London. Thanks so much for your time. Now, is there a rise in far-right extremism, or has this been something that's always been around, but now there's more of a platform and a sentiment because of rising nationalism in various parts of Europe?
I think your last explanation is much more accurate. It's always been around. We've had right-wing extremism since, of course, the Second World War. We've had attacks by right-wing extremists that have killed over 100 people in Oklahoma. A man called Timothy McVeigh, he blew up a government building in which there was a nursery, and about 8 babies were killed in that particular attack. What we are seeing is, as you've said, a much greater emphasis, a much greater frequency, more horrific attacks. And these have coincided with right-wing sentiments within Europe and the USA. And also they've coincided, it would be fair to say, with the Islamist extremist attacks that have taken place in Europe and in the USA. So what we're seeing, not just in the form of these attacks, but also within an extremist debate that is going on between the two sides, the right-wing extremists and some Islamist extremists. They are living off each other. They recognize each other as the legitimate representatives of the various communities and organizations or identities they represent. So we are seeing the reflection of mainstream politics in both types of extremism. And I think this is only going to get worse until the majority, who of course have nothing to do with this sort of extremism, stand up and push these extremists to the fringes where they belong.
It's interesting that you say the various groups are living off each other, because extremist groups really want to create divisions in societies. Do you think they've actually been effective in Europe and specifically in Germany?
They are becoming effective in the sense that in the last few years we're seeing mainstream parties or extremist parties coming into the mainstream and identifying sections of the community as problems. That's not to say that there aren't problems with policies. Of course, one can attack policies on immigration and other things, but what they're doing is not attacking policies, they're attacking people. And that's where the problems come from. And I think that one of the things that we should look at doing is those of us who have nothing to do with this extremist politics should now offer much more constructive, much more pragmatic, reasonable and just solutions to the problems of politics, and clamp down immediately on debate that makes the problem associated with certain groups of people rather than with policies and principles.
Afzal Ashraf, really appreciate your analysis on what's a very important topic at the moment. Defense and terrorism analyst live to us there from London.